It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
Ready.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9.
Ready. Black 40. Green Jack. Ready.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Warrior 70. Let's go now. Viking 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Now Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Go pick. Ray, 38. Ready?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
4 yards.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Right. Ready.
2nd and 11. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 33. Green Jack. Blue striker. Cut.
Back to throw. He'll find Jeanty out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Black 40. Hut.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Set.
He'll look to throw. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 47 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3 more quarters of football left in this season as we're through 1, and we'll be back in a moment with more of Super Bowl 64. 7-all is the score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
7 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To throw is Daniels. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Bates' kick is good. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
And a good kick pays off as he's only able to get this out past the 10-yard line. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 39 yards there, a big one.
Yeah, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
On the double.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Black, 95, ready?
A give out of the gun to Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Red, yellow. White.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
Up and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
To the air goes Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
70 rings, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
Washington.
Dragons, let's go. Bronco 80. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now Daniels, and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Tyree Wilson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
19-18.
Back to throw. Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Commanders 17. Raiders 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And they're on the 20-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Green Jack. Blaster. 6. Smash. Red. Fury. Yellow.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he gets us from the midfield before he's brought down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season. That's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Okay, right? Let's go now. Ready?
And he loses the football a second time. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Needle 50, green. 6, mega. Watch out now. 50, cut.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll audible to something else. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
70, Timberwolf. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Hey. Cougar 19.
They go play action. Daniels. He sets to fire deep. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
60 Bison. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Okay, great.
2nd and 10.
Pat the 60. Pat the 60.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Liking it. Rig alert. Rig alert. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he hits him in stride. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready, set.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Pat. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Daniels. And that would be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Now he's loose down the middle of the field, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on. 18, Rodley. Bronco 80.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Let's go. 70, Simba Wolf.
Daniels looking to throw. He's got it at the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The slot man in motion right.
Ready.
Now Daniels. Touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Commanders are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
Commanders 31, Raiders 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Down. Yellow. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes this one to Thornton. And he gets this out just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
Let's check right. Check.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Man, that's a third fumble for him now in this ball game. And you know the old saying, CD, once is a fluke, twice a coincidence, 3 times becoming a pattern.
3 times is a problem in this case because we've seen field goal kickers have days like this, quarterbacks occasionally. But how rare is it for us to see a running back lose it 3 times trying to carry it?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
65 catch. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. Is able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one's going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
Here we go, set. 19 sight. 60 by 6.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Loss of 4 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Daniels. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the penalty there winds up on the offense. So obviously it's declined, and we have a change of possession. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready,
Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a tremendous 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Warriors 70, Cowboy 80.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down, Raiders sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. My man. Check smash, check smash. Let go.
Here's Daniels. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
White. Hey, stay with him, stay with him. Hey.
He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down, and he was able to get it by 20. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Hundreds of games, all this football, and it all comes down to the fourth quarter of Super Bowl 64 in just a moment. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Ready. 60 red. Green jack. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To throw is Daniels. That is incomplete.
Partner, you and I struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Riggs. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Daniels. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 48. Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This take it in at the goal line. Fights off the tackle at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they hoped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And the Las Vegas first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Come on, set, blue, go. 60 red. 60 red. Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. 45, white. Ready?
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
At the 48-yard line.
19,
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to reincarnate it right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Needle blue. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Set, ready, set, huh?
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Let's go. Set, go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the back on this leg. 50, green.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Down. White. 60 red. 6 claws red. Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Blue, striker. Set.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contra, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 50. 5. Raiders 7.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Trouble 38. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Flight boost. Seal flash. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And he coughed it up. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On the double.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, they did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Washington Commanders. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.